presence of people. It's a cruel place for an invader and the best place for a chaser. My heart is about to explode. The muscles of my feet are screaming in pain. I don't care. If I stop here, I may not be able to scream in pain anymore. But I look back behind her, stop for a second. I can't see Rena. Instead, I see two villagers walking towards me. I'm about to release a sigh of relief because I don't see Rena and I see some people. But my conscience rings a warning bell to me. There's nothing suspicious about some walking villagers. Something bugs me. Their clothes are normal. They look like they're having a walk empty-handed. But I also find it a little odd that two adults are walking without any purpose at this time. And more than anything else, it's their eyes. They're not talking. They're totally silent and staring straight at me as they walk towards me. Are my high-strung nerves making me see them in a strange way? Should I run away from them? It's probably the best choice. If they have nothing to do with me, I can easily run away from them. If they're after me, they'll run as well and chase after me. Either way, Rena's gonna catch up with me if I stay here. That's right, I need to run. The moment I turn around and start running, the two guys start running too as they see through my thoughts. When I was afraid of Rena, I assumed that Rena was the only one to be afraid of. I tried to believe that I was afraid of Rena and no one else. But now it's obvious I was wrong. The old story of Onaga Fuchi Oichi told me crossed my mind. But the demon made the whole village take part in the chasing of prey. Even without looking back, I can tell by their rapid footsteps that they're chasing me. It's horrifying to be chased by Rena, keeping a certain distance, me unable to leave her behind. But she's unable to catch up with me. But this doesn't compare to that. Nothing could scare me more than this direct horror of being chased abusively. The arm of the chaser touches my shoulder once. I can hear not only their rapid footsteps, but the sound of their breathing clearly. No, I feel their breath on my back of my neck. They're right behind me. Be cool, Keiichi. I feel as if I'm running hard, but pausing in the air at the same time. No, it's like time is pausing on me. In a world where everything's frozen, I look back just a little bit and realize how close the chasers are. In their hands, that they're about to wrestle me down in the air. The man on the right side turns back as the traces are noticing it, and his eyes meet mine. He's gasped at me standing in the place where I can stand, but it's too late for him. I don't even need to swing back. I'm just extending orbit and the force me to do. I see him lightly but powerful enough to make him lose his balance and fall to the ground. But he doesn't sleep under the deck. He gets up on his feet. Two of them quickly turn around to face me and brace themselves for an attack. Now I'm certain they're not just having a war, but their faces are on a specific target, which is me. It's easier than Rena. I have no idea how easy it is. like some diligence and who I don't know. I smile widely in my heart. What do you want from me? I think between your eyebrows this time. Lucky time. By barking I wake up straight sleep in me. The guys don't buy it. They spread to my side. Can't believe you see the expressions on their face. One of them is going to get my back and another is going to wrestle me down. One versus two, I have no chance to win this fight. But sweat so many years out of my entire body. All I have to do is shoot the first step. I'll take the first step and get one down. I aim at the man on my right side, who my attack earlier lifts my back up in the air with all my strength. For an unarmed man, this will be big damage no matter how he defends himself. Defends his arms, I'll still break them. Some with his back, and he uses damage with all of it. This much he understands that as well. He tries to jump into the earth to chase my opponent, tries to punch my stomach with his fist. He did. Like those like this, I've no way to avoid it. The world is upside down and I can feel myself flying in the air. My body is a leaf. Right now, the sun is down, something feels the tension of pressure in the heart. And I'm feeling pain. It doesn't take long before I start feeling pain with my cold skin. It just takes yet. Like all the concept of this coming comes back. Comes right back. Start feeling by now. I understand very clearly that I don't have time to feel that kind of pain right now. Get on my feet. The other guy is already right in front of me. I take what I calmly understand that I have no chance to avoid that as well. One more time, punches my stomach with all these shots. Comes down to my back and knocks my neck with his arms. My throat is smashed by a ghostly strain. I don't even wonder what I'm going to get before I punch it. I start to get darker, get back to darker, I can see a flash out of the back of my head. I can only try to keep my body moving. Oh, struggling like this, I'm sure the other guy is standing right in front of me. I can't open my eyes to see that I can feel it. I can do nothing. I can't get his arms and run away or counter-attack. Okay? I'm so desperate that I don't even know how to tell the word desperate. Okay. My room. Oh, this is right near the end of the game. I'm just going to stop here for a while. This might be the end of this episode, but this is literally right near the end of the game. Well, not the game, but the first story arc. So, bye for now. Hello and welcome back. Well, I think it's still going to be part of the same episode, so it's right in the end, so whatever. Are you okay? I think you should lie down for a while. Why am I here with Renna? Oh, blood vessels in my body too. But her smile is the one I know very well. Help myself mind to look at my friend and my escape.
Why am I? You guys remember? I don't remember anything after I lost consciousness. My body was gone. My goal is so recently. Oh my tower! It's still a that moment. I struggle to feel my consciousness at the strongest of the problem and make up with you go away. I called the doctor too, just in case. He's coming here soon. I recommend you stay lying down if you can. The injury is not big of a deal, so you can call the doctor home. They can finally have a doctor with fair judgment. Now in my ear, I was under a damn countryside. That's what I want to ask you. What happened? When I got there, you were lying down on the ground. That's why I don't remember anything. I was attacked by 2 men and I speaking loud, the memory is right before I went unconscious lying on his back. I was learning to do much things to hear, the problem was about 6 years. I don't care that much again. I can't believe Dennis is scaring me. I thought Dennis was trying to kill me. He was. But that's best with my wife when I was in conflict. But she was saying, just taking care of me. I was carrying me all the way here. If I hadn't. Because you have someone like that. You don't remember anything. I was just my shoulder before. Told me you could get alone. You weren't remember. I don't remember. Memory after when I'm conscious, I was here. What happened to those 2 men? What? You think you menaced me or knew me? They weren't there. She said sharply. The way she said slap, and was somewhat uncomfortable. I'm too weak now. I could comfort her if I was stronger. And if I do that now, this time, when I might become scary when I don't know. Because I'm afraid of that, I want to step further. Come think of it, she might be telling the truth. If there's Ren was still there, even Ren couldn't replace you. It only makes sense that she could take me home because they weren't there. Ren keeps smiling. Softly in her eye was warm. Even though I see a weird shadow on her face getting darker and darker. Bright side makes it still run through my spine. While Ren is still Ren, I have to make a call. That's a call Alicia. When I try to get her out of bed, Ren stops me. She says I should stay in bed and not aggravate my injury. I just want to go to the bathroom. Oh, sorry. Ren doesn't say anything else. Leaving Ren in the room, I go downstairs to get the phone in the living room. When I walk past the office building, it must be the Dr. Renical. It's weird, kind of face is talking to the doctor himself, but I feel so much comfortable to get having here while wait for a while for the week to get here. Secretary, when I called a few people, I noticed the door would have precautions. Leon? Oh, you look fine. I heard you passed out, so I came here to check on you. How did you know that I passed out? Greta called me. Do I have another reason? I can understand Greta called the doctor. Why'd you call me on too? Greta comes down from upstairs. Lena, Kate is just fine. I worry for nothing. You're alright. I guess I worry for nothing too. They both start laughing. It looks like they're laughing with me, but I have a feeling there's a dark shadow behind it. Wow, look at that shoebox. What happened? I left the broken shoebox yesterday. Myself. And I was actually carrying the bat when I was checking every bit of the bat I was carrying. Things like that happen carrying stuff around that doesn't suit you. I tell her in my heart that that's none of their business. Your parents will be shocked to see this will make them higher and fast. I'll clean that up for you later. Okay, Sean, you're a sick person and you need to be in bed. Go, back you go to bed. I'm urged to go upstairs. I can't feel a moment with them to make a call to a Lucy. They push me to bed. You know, some of you around my own person for the first time. Every time she touches things, and it tells her not to. I'm not comfortable with them going through my stuff. Conversation is by no means peaceful. It was really such a normal conversation. We didn't pick something ridiculous, nothing unnatural about it. Rena, call the manager. Manager? Yeah. Well, in the anime it was the coach, so I'll just call it the coach. Yeah. I did right after I called you. You said it's easier right away. Coach? It was odd with the awkward word. Rena made a phone call to bring a doctor here. He also called Leon. And then she called a coach? Who's this coach? Because Rena and Leon talk about it like it's something special, I feel it was slightly odd. What are you two talking about? Who's the coach? Haha, so you know Sean? When we say the coach, it means the coach. Okay, I have no fucking idea. My mind goes through all the managers, all the coaches that are related to me. There was only one that applied. It's the manager of the construction site. Okay, I guess head manager, whatever. There is a question. The race has systems with laws. The manager of the damn construction site was witnessed murder. But strange, the manager's dead. It could be on the podium. I have no idea what you're talking about. What do I have to do with the manager? He said he's easier. He lives here at my house. As I asked one of the question after another, they just laughed coolly. The girls are actually normal, but I'm really not very uncomfortable. I gradually started to feel very annoyed and impatient. I don't understand what Mary and Neil are talking about. Hey, Tom, you're in the baseball these days, aren't you? Like, manager will be so happy to hear that. Yeah, he's the manager. The manager is the manager. Actually, who's this manager you're talking about? Me and each other and start laughing. It's the most annoying and unpleasant chorus of laughter I've ever heard. The creepy long laugh and stops at once. I almost forgot. Get done with it before the manager comes here. Teacher, do you remember? You know, so slyly. The last is short of my arm. Do I remember what? See, you really forgot? It's the punishment. Your punishment. You don't remember. The Ohagi homework. The homework that gets the Ohagi resume, and you forgot to do it. I remember something like that. Second needle was in one of them. I threw the rest of them away. That's why I haven't given them the answer to my homework yet. The punishment? Why now? My question must have appeared on my face. Again, this guy lost sound game. Weird. And then after my question was described after, I had no idea what the heck is going on. What the hell is that? How is that? I have no idea what the heck is going on. For the whole day, come to think of it, something's wrong. Something wrong. But I don't understand what it is. But it's chased by Renner. Acts like a crazy man. Forced to take punishment by Renner and Leon. It's just like so funny to laugh about. Something takes a long for you recognize that I've already been drawn to a strange face. Who the heck are they? They look like Renner and Leon. But who are they? Before I know it, Renner's standing behind me. Without a moment to think why, to get the full Nelson on me. What are you doing? This is your punishment. This is my lumbering body. Renner gets the perfect full Nelson on me and I can't move a bit. I try to resist seriously because it's so strange, but I still can't move a bit at all. I start feeling rushed and realize beyond just a joke. There's no way the Renner I know so well is extraordinary strength. If you look at Renner, then who is still my body so tightly with their small thin arm? Hey, no resisting. Club rule number 1. Oh, it doesn't matter what number, because you shouldn't resist your punishment. Leon. No, this girl who looks like Leon talks to me as if she's Leon. And I'm certain that even if Leon, someone who isn't Leon is pretending to be her. You have to finish this before the manager gets here. Leon looks for something in her pocket. She takes out a strange looking thing. Don't understand what it is visually, but I don't understand the reason why Leon has it in her pocket. What's that? It's a small syringe. When I was little, every time I had a fever and went to go see the doctor, I got a shot of one of those little clear syringes. Then I hold them tighter. And she starts laughing so loud that it doesn't sound like laughter anymore. It's weird self laughter. It's something that Renner I can know make out of her throat. This must be the real laughter of a person who pretends to be Renner. Leon is coming closer to me. She dangles the needle in front of my eyes several times. So this won't hurt a bit. What are you going through with it? What do you think you're doing? Geisha, what are you talking about? You know what this is for. No, I have no idea what's going on. You know it. Why are you pretending that you have no idea? Stop talking nonsense, you're making me confused. We'll have you meet the same fate as Tomotate. What? What? Same fate as Tomotate? I don't get it. What does this syringe have to do with that? Hey, you're playing dumb. I know you have a vague idea. Gonna put her mouth close to my ear and laugh as if she knows everything. The unexplicable horror is in the tone of her voice. Am I playing dumb? Me? What? The same fate as Tomotate? Everyone's first body is run down. The least he got close to eventually Quadrant noticed something strange. His throat was torn up. By a knife? No. By nails. Nails? Nails like on the nails of a finger? He clawed out his own throat with his nails. That's right. Tomotate killed himself by clawing out his own throat with his nails. People don't die like that. There's a way to do that. We thought about drugs, but nothing was found. That's right. The police couldn't find any drug traces in Tomotake's body. The police said they couldn't find any drug traces in Tomitake's body. They laughed weirdly. It was far from a voice of laughter. Of course they laughed. It's so stupid. There's no such drug just because the police couldn't find any. So, if a drug exists that makes people die like Tomitake exists, well, if I let Neon inject it, I'll find out for sure whether I like it or not. That means I'll follow the same path as Tomitake did. I'll become a cycle and claw my own throat for death. This monstrosity, and if the existence of such a drug is real, Neon possesses it, and I'm about to get the shot. Now, at this moment, I don't have to question that. What kind of jerk would think about the reason why the ball came to him, and when he needs to dodge the ball, it's coming right in front of him. Just give in. Well, Neon acts like it's nothing special, and it horrifies me. With great staleness, stateliness like when a death punishment is performed. Because there's no hesitation, and they act like it's the usual thing to do in everyday life. When Neon stretches her other arm towards me and grabs my collar. An electrical shock runs through the back of my head, and I feel like the world flashes out. Am I fainting? Or did somebody hit the back of my head really hard? I lose my balance and feel dizzy. What? Oh. 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 I squat down for a while, and when my consciousness returns, my room was completely different. The numbness of my head is gone, and slowly I feel the blood starting to run through my entire body again. How long have I been squatting down here? For a few minutes? Or a lot more than that. When I look up the clock hands haven't moved at all. I just say stop while I was closing my eyes. Really? The atmosphere in the room is still stunning like it was earlier, but it's quiet and grey. Rena, who was holding me down, is gone, as is Neon, who was about to give me the injection. It's all of that, what kind of illusion? There are sense of presence other than myself in this room. It's an extraordinary experience I've never had before. I was here for sure, with Brenner and Neon, without my television, and same time I feel time to read through. Scary instantly was just an illusion after all. Neither Brenner nor Neon would do such a terrible thing. Tears start forming in my eyes. I feel my emotion getting high. Why? The question of why the tears are forming in my eyes. Why? Question about my sadness. How do I feel so sad? Don't know. Don't know. Girl was kind to me, no matter how old I was or what sex I was. Neon. The girl kneeled on, was laying down in a natural position near the window. She's covered by dust and blood from head to her chest. The red skin splattered on the wall must be from Neon. The girl was always smiling and kind to me from the first day I moved here. Brenner. I was crashing beside my feet and making a pool of blood from the floor just like Neon. I don't understand what happened. Did someone come to help me? And he knocked them out with this metal bat? I finally noticed the heaviness in my right hand. Where did I grab it? Rubber sheet metal bat, covered with dusty blood, and there is no doubt of this weapon agent with two girls to death, and I'm holding the obvious weapon metal back. There's nobody other than myself in this house. That I have taken an objective to. It's obvious that I did it. I did it? You're right. Thank you, Navara. I did it. Also, definitely for myself. Thank you too. You don't have to force yourself to remember everything. You don't need to regret it either. I didn't do it. I have done it for me. You know that, don't you? What? What? So much? Still only you don't need to do it. It's not like their foreheads are cut open and a line of blood is coming out. The red blood splattered everywhere and it tells me that they were getting more than a few times. Are you dead? Most of them? Even though the bottom of my heart is calm. The outside skin of my heart is panicking. Calm down. There is a clue for you to go. Like you always do. Arch your death back to the old deeply. 2, 1. Why? I inhale deeply. Be cool. Be cool. I have seen it many times in my heart to calm myself down. If you finally get color back, and the smell of the air is coming back as well, along with it, I start remembering what happened in the empty time. Renner and Neon attacked me. They tried to give me the injection that cured the same symptoms that Tomitake had, and right before that, I counterattacked them. I twisted my whole body in order to escape from Renner and push her away. When I did that, I rolled onto the floor and twisted Neon's stomach hard with my heel. It was so soft. Then it tried to jump from me, so I tackled her with all I got and slammed her to the wall. Both of them lost their balance and I didn't miss the stab. I grabbed Higurashi's staff and was lying next to the desk. Then it all went black. It was just a videotape called page 2 wanted to tell me that it didn't record what happened afterwards. And that's what it is. Just that I didn't record the rest. I did. There was another person in me that told me not to watch it. Then turns off the TV. It's just a screen. It's dark, see anything. The videotape would me did record the rest before the TV was turned on. But the videotape is still rolling. The videotape in me is playing the rest of it. Over the dark screen shows the horrifying pictures. I didn't need to see it to know how horrible it was. I'd already very hard to accept seeing the towel in front of my eyes. Blood is spattered on every wall in the room, and the two of them are lying on the floor in all positions. They're completely motionless. I told them they're doing it or not. No matter how and why it happens, I beat the first thing I beat the girl with my friend and my children. But if I didn't do it, they would have done it to me. If I was there, that was the good phase of play like this. Even though I might have overreacted, this is self-defense. That's right. Everything here. Girls were laying down and warm to win. The unknown drug in the fluid revealed the mystery of the nothing face. They would have to be vulnerable when they released the other suspects one by one. There might be a few for the crime as well. that's fine with me. No matter what happens to me, I will get the police today. Working probably like any place in the past. Don't police get involved, everything is coming to an end. People that take the police case in the past, they used to review everything before. That's my risk. Simple as that. I want to know the whole truth, and my risk to be responsible. I risk myself to be doctor and I told him to be a doctor. There's some legislation. Before that, I stole a risk. I remember that other the doctor, there's a person called the manager that's also coming here. From the conversation, the other Leon had, the physical magical side is involved in this case. So the time for me to feel safe and horrifying instinct that goes away. It's not finished yet. I'm not safe here anymore. These cool things that it isn't finished yet. So I tell me, I have to stay alive. That time, I hear someone's voice from outside. There must be more than this conversation. That's why the person is sitting outside. Straight side. 4 or 5 adult males standing in front of the grave. The later actors just like the other two men who attacked me with them. My throat's getting really dry. That might be among them. One of them is wearing a white coat. He doesn't look like a doctor. I think he's trying to disguise himself with a white coat to be like a doctor. Probably he's the one ring the doorbell and makes me open the door. They're trying to make me believe it, and the doctor will open the door, and all the rest will rush inside. I look at the car pass behind me, and my heart jumps. The white station wagon. It's not a mistake. That car that almost ran me over. The man in the white coat was close to the entrance. The other men are hiding in the bush, watching him. Probably used to pretend to not be at home. They'll get inside by breaking the window easily. I have to manage to get out of here, and I'll call Higurashi from a public phone. We can meet up somewhere. What I need is a weapon. And my shoes. Before that, I have one thing I need to do. I have no intention to die. I'll survive and uncover the truth of this outrageous police killer and theft. Because of the event that's going to happen. I might need to end my life. Far from my will. That's why. The more important is running away from here right now. If I take care of the clock, if I get the nurse in the back and fill the nurse up, shoot. Take very tightly. I don't care if I rip some. I open up the nurse between here and there and I add new sentences. I can't tell Higurashi myself. This nurse is the only thing I can rely on. And the police report nurse has never been so reliable to me. I don't have much time. Only the truth I know. I have to leave people information to reveal the truth. They're not me on the part of the conspiracy. This is an indisputable truth. So does not accept it. So use the truth. I'm going to leave all the information possible to find you suspect. There are at least 4 or 5 other adults. They are in a white station wagon. As long as I saw from the window earlier, there are about 4 or 5, maybe more. And the manager, the word manager, he was 50 in his hour. The word manager relates to any in the past. The only manager is the very first victim of each murder case. The very first victim of the series was carefully 20 years extended in the I kick off his right arm so this thing always gets burned by the police. I know you know, he told me they called the manager. Get the manager out for a dead person. Even the police think that a dead person is involved. Some kind of impulse. But even though it's fictional, it might for at least very important to fix your go all the way back. Oh, very first day. Please investigate the victim of dismemberment case again. He's still alive. And use the perform an autopsy to investigate the death in detail. I think that's what they do. They will. And I'd be applying tricks to what to do. I'm not sure. He might be alive. I don't really have the time to think about it right now. Right. I have more important things to write down. So make us step foresight under drugs. Yeah. Drugs will be the only evidence. Yes, they should be able to cover everything. At least all the evidence still on the floor. This syringe is the evidence. After writing tactical syringe in the back of the clock, make very carefully. Very, very carefully said what's still lost in there. From the building. Or yeah. I don't have time to write anymore. But rapidly. I don't know how to spend that today. Maybe the other truth in the note I wrote. Still reading this, I'm probably already there. It might be a good thing. Whether or not my body has been found. It was still a story of mine. They're both tried by the past. Am I going to be beamed away? Whoever reads this, please expose the truth. That's my only wish. This is my will. I don't know if I'm going to die. He said, believe it. There's no practice with that. Well, back to where it was. The reason I can do that is pray. At least, certainly want to be take care of it. I looked out at the other Neon who were lying on the floor. Video lost his behind. I really good. Good to meet all of my friends. Why did all this happen? There was nothing fun in my life, my old school. When we talked, it was only about my test passing the exam at school I want to go to. I colored and grey. Friends to me were rivals and enemies to violence and school, with for school representation and peaceful. My friends here taught me how unnatural that was. So hard with the glass. The roof overlapped. Our climax in the festival. Walked the big thing back there. Let's try my tears. I don't have any obligation to fight them. I can't stop it. Even though they attempted to kill me, even though they almost killed me, I can't forget the memories we made for the past month. Or those fun days when we were tracked. They kept playing vertically and sort of picking up the big rays. It was only me who believed that they were all my friends. They were Neon, they were my friends for real. Those happy days and nothing like fake get played. I believe Renner and Neon was forced by someone to kill me. Or extraordinary dispute called honesty and must have possessed her, had taken over her consciousness. No matter what it was, but Renner and Neon were my best friends. And they must have attacked me against their will, no matter how much they were forced to do it. They were the kind of people who show out their friends. sort of impossible to believe in, and I'm to get playing here. That means the little neon strap is real. That's my teaching this day. After seeing Renner and Neon together, and the days myself here, so it's not real. The result is only in the Renner and Neon are lying on the floor and not so the truth is that I think my friends there. I'm trying to bend the truth of my feelings. No matter how I bend it, the fact that Renner and Neon are dead won't change. That shows this damn that I can use some cold down on my feelings. Then cold jam time to get back and do that. Your madness really keeps me down. I killed them. I killed them. Renner and Neon. I killed them. Now we're in the end. Rufus Echo, this is my callback one last time. I have no time to lose. I have to escape. I don't want to die. And I want to reveal everything. I have to expose the identity of something that's driven me to this point of this mark, or each mark if I have to. I'll live. I'll live. I'll survive. I have to kill Renner for this. I had to kill Renner for this. Kill beautiful things. They made it this far by killing them. That's why I have to live. I have to live for Renner and Neon. I have to survive. I run to the end of that night to delve into them. Into the water door where they are. They speak to me, actually. The back door. Or opening the back door. I just can't hear on the door and look down outside. They was there. And keep on leaning at the door without making any noise. There he is! He's out back there! Stop for a second or two. The voice runs through me and I feel it here. I have to run. Run, thinks he. Intelligence rationales off from my mind one by one. I don't feel any pain even when my arms and feet are strapped by branches. I don't feel any pain at the feet, my heart contracting mechanically. All the cells in my body want to live. Oh shit, no.
Got unplugged again. God damn it, I hope... This is really getting annoying, because that's their only wish. They don't complain. That's why I don't feel fatigue. I just keep running. Keep running frantically towards the direction I think is forward. Even though nobody's chasing me, I won't stop running. I don't think about where I'm running to. I don't feel like somebody's right behind me if I look back. The present chases right after me like my own shadow. If I trip for a second, I'll be eaten. So I believe. That's why I don't look back. I don't stop. I keep running with everything I've got. Chirp, chirp, chirp. It's the cry of the Higurashi that tells me the sun is setting. It's the crying voice of the victims who tried to warn me of something but couldn't. Am I joining them? Only the Higurashi know. They know everything. I think they know. That's why I run towards the place where I can hear the louder cry of the Higurashi. The more I run to it, the further they go away from me. I can't get to them. Why do you run away from me? Am I doing something wrong? Did I do something wrong? I'll apologize. I'm sorry. 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 This is ridiculous. I think only the Higurashi know. I think the next scene is the last scene of this story arc. This is the police station. Huh? Oh, this is not Keiichi I'm playing right now, am I? What can I get? Why do I want to get rid of 5-1? Gives me a solo chance to win. My junior associate is staring at the article called Next Move in a Mahjong magazine. You're still Tenpai without 5-1. I have no idea what he's talking about. But if I'm going to bet on Hantai, waiting for Ryan Men gives a better chance for me to win. Kuma, look at the discard area. Everybody threw their 5-1. That's why it's safe to get rid of it. Somebody may be doing Dharma with K10, you know? No, I don't know. The young man is still thinking hard. He looks for his cigarettes and takes one in his hand. I still don't get it. I'll never lower my chances to win. I'd never lower. Plus, you can't roam. Yeah. What? Why? Somebody calls at the end of the hallway. Oishi, are you there? You have an outside call from a civilian. Oh, thank you. Well, excuse me. Why can't I run? Please wait. It's from an outside line, from a public phone. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry to keep you waiting. This is Oishi. Hello? Oishi. Hello? Mayabara? Hey, how are you doing? I quickly sensed something wrong in Mayabara's voice. This is the first time Mayabara called me, and he's using a public phone. Please calm down. What happened? He sounds confused and is completely losing his calm. I look around to make sure nobody's listening and I whispered into the receiver to urge him along. What happened? Please calm down, Mayabara. I'll dispatch the nearest policeman now. I'm also going there right away. I think it's no use. There's fear and uncertainness in his voice. Is he already surrounded right now? Mayabara, you're calling from a public phone right now, aren't you? Where is it? I can only hear his voice, but no other sounds surrounding him. He's calling from a public phone. I write hastily on the paper and point it to my associate over the desk. Hinamizawa, a phone booth. His partner understands the situation at once and immediately calls for an extension on the phone. Mayabara, please calm down. What is your situation? It's not a good idea to try to talk panicking perfectly the deciding way, but this is an exception. Mayabara isn't making this phone call now because he ran away from danger. He's still in some kind of danger at this very moment. Huh. That was weird. But even I try to make him talk, it'll only make him feel rushed. Mayabara didn't call me just to get my help. He's calling because he wants to tell me something more than that. And he's certain that he'll never be able to tell me the something he wants to tell me. If he loses his chance on the phone, my associate passes me a note. 1 phone booth in Hinamizawa. I sent a patrol car in 5 minutes. It's not fast enough! How many policemen are in the car? 2. 2 isn't enough. My guess is right. Mayabara is surrounded by many people, and he won't last 5 minutes. Did you call the policeman at Hinamizawa police substation? He's on regular patrol right now. His family isn't at home and I can't reach them. Shit! Kuma, get a car ready. You got it. Hello. Oishi-san. Hello? I'm here. I'm listening. Something's wrong with him. That cough doesn't sound normal. Vomiting? Don't tell me it's blood. Has he already been attacked and hurt? Mayabara, the policemen are on the way. They'll be there in a few minutes, so please hang on. Hello? Are you there? Mayabara? I hear a severe cough at the end of the phone. A bad hunch runs through my mind. Mayabara, who's the suspect? How many are they? I thought it was human at first. It's a groan that's hard to say if he's coughing or vomiting. Are you alright? Mayabara! I thought the suspect is a human. I thought Oyashiro's curse couldn't possibly be real until earlier. But it was severe cough and vomiting follows. But I think Oyashiro does exist. It really does. Right now. Mayabara, please calm down for a while. I thought something was wrong. It keeps following me. I'd run and run and run and run. It's like a shadow. Little by little, it inches towards my back. Mayabara, is it behind you right now? Behind me. Right behind me. Please, Mayabara. I know you're scared, but please. Who's behind you? I can't turn around. If I turn around, I know you're scared, but I want you to tell me. You only have to turn your head a little. Please tell me. Who's behind you? Shortly after that, I hear him vomiting really hard, and a weird noise. Mayabara, don't tell me you're not clawing at your throat, are you? There's no reply. A noise like he's clawing something. I hear something hit something else. I assume Mayabara dropped the receiver. On the other end of the phone, there are groaning, vomiting, and a weird, repeated sound. Hello? Hello? Mayabara! Please answer me! I know how far away my voice sounds to him from the receiver he dropped, but I can't help shouting. And then I hear a murmur from a distance. I can't tell what he's saying, but it sounds like he's talking to himself. Or is he talking to someone there? Hello? Mayabara! He isn't murmuring. He's repeating something simple like reciting a Buddha sutra. I sharpen my senses to listen what he's saying. What is he saying? What the hell is he trying to say? The line was cut off all of a sudden. The limit time for 10 yen was over. Because he was calling from a public phone. Because it was cut off all of a sudden. His last words come so clear to my mind. Oishi, a car's ready. Oishi! It was... I'm sorry. Oishi? Mayabara-kun was repeating, "I'm sorry." That time I knew I didn't have to rush to get there anymore. I can hear the cry of the Higurashi from the open window. I must have been hearing that the whole time, but I didn't pay attention. Why do I feel so uneasy about the sound now? Is it trying to tell me something? I feel like only the Higurashi know the truth. In Hinamizawa, a small village in the Shinjuku city, 2 female students were murdered. The suspect is Keiichi Mayabara. He called 2 of his classmates to his house and beat them to death with a metal bat. The scene of the crime was the room of the suspect on the 2nd floor. His room was covered in a tremendous amount of blood splattering from the victims. It's been acknowledged that there was sign of a struggle with the victims. Furthermore, away from the scene of the crime, there were signs that the entrance, living room and the kitchen of his house had been ransacked. In the entrance, there are signs of heavy blows made to the shoebox on the walls. The police confirmed that those blows were made by the deadly bat. Since no blood reaction was found from the dents, the police assumed that they were made before the crime. There is a possibility that the suspect performed acts of violence in order to stop them from running away. In the living room, the rug was pulled up and thrown aside. The police think it wasn't from the struggle with the victims, and the real intention was for that is unknown. In the kitchen, the trash bag was shredded and its contents were scattered across the floor. Trash was strewn about the area and handprints believed to belong to the suspect were discovered as well. The police think that he pulled out from the trash and hit it with his palm for some reason. The meaning of that is unknown. Furthermore, a note posted on the refrigerator said, "Did you see a needle?" Its meaning is unknown. The police looked for a needle in the trash, but couldn't find any. The shutter of the garage that had been kept open since the family's move was closed. There is no sign of ransacking. Handprints of the suspect were discovered on the shutter. I think you know. The suspect fled the scene of the crime, but he was found lying in a telephone booth by a policeman from the Hinamizawa police substation during his regular patrol. When he was found, he was unconscious and in critical condition. He was carried to the clinic in the village and treated. However, he remained unconscious and died 24 hours later. The result of the autopsy determined the direct cause of his death was from a hemorrhagic shock. He tore his throat out with his own nails and died from the hemorrhage. The peculiar matter of his death was similar to that of the one of Mr. Tomitake, who was discovered last week, and the police are going to investigate the possible links between the incidents. However, this is a non-disclosure investigation requested strongly by the villagers. The police suspect that some kind of drug was behind the strange cause of death, but as the case of Mr. Tomitake, no traces of the drugs were found. At first, it was determined to be an impulsive and accidental crime. However, the suspect's strange actions right before the crime were discovered one by one, and the principle of his crime was reconsidered. He separated himself from his very close friends, isolated himself from everyone, and took nonsensical actions. He started carrying around a metal bat with him the first few days before his crime. Some of his classmates saw him aggressive behaviours and muttering at school, and actually heard him muttering particularly. 2 days before the crime, he implied his death to his parents. Judging by those circumstances, the police are going to investigate for an aspect that this case is an accident, a premeditated crime that was planned for a few days in advance. Later on, a note in the suspect's handwriting was found in his room. The note was B5 paper split into 2 parts. They were taped on the back of a clock, as if somebody was trying to hide them. The contents of the note are in the attached sheet. The police emphasize on the note has a close relation to the crime. The police consider that the suspect was possibly involved with some kind of crime, and they changed the direction of the investigation again. However, the police couldn't find anything afterwards and started to doubt the reliability of the note itself. Is this crime impulsive or accidental? The truth was unknown. No progress was made, and this case seemed to remain unsolved. However, 1 year later, a question about the notes arose. It wasn't 2 sheets of B5 paper that were ripped in half. The note was originally written on a single sheet of B5 paper, but there's a possibility that someone ripped it to erase several lines from the middle. It is assumed that 2 or 3 lines were ripped off. It's more likely that someone other than the suspect ripped those lines, and that many traces of the tape stuck on the back of the clock made the police speculate that something else was attached with the note. The first person to discover the note was a policeman who'd rumoured to have some connections with the case, Oishi Kurado. He was questioned about it on a voluntary basis, but he denies damaging the note. This is the note that the suspect wrote. I, Keiichi Maebara, am in mortal danger. I don't know who's trying to kill me or why. The only thing I know, it has something to do with Oyashiro's curse. Retta and Mion are part of the conspiracy. There are at least 4 or 5 other adults. They own a white station wagon. The above is the first part of the note. The bottom is directly horizontal. This following is the second part of the note. I don't know how things turned out this way. If you're reading this, I'm probably already dead. There might be a difference as to whether or not my body has been found. But to whoever read this, please expose the truth. That's my only wish. Keiichi Maebara. Oh. So, that was... That's a different... So, that was the first story arc of Higurashi. I'm going to be taking a break from Higurashi for a while. Hope to see you next time.